Hi friends, how are you? It's me, Jen, the Taxidermy Witch. And I know that we've been in the same setup for quite some time, but it's really working easily for me. So if you're tired of it, let me know. We'll switch it up. We've got a lot going on. I'm going to wait for some folks to pop in while I light my candles and maybe talk about what's on my table. I wish they made lighter boxes prettier, because I guess I should paint this one, but by the time I get to it, I'll be out of matches. If we paint and refill them, that'd be a good idea, right? But eventually the strike would just, like, wear off. Oh, the things I think of. Two people are here. Who's here? Who's here? Hello. Subliminals and Tarot. Are you Wiccan or Pagan? I just practice witchcraft. I'm an eclectic witch. Thank you for asking. Welcome to my channel. So, and I actually follow a lot of different gods. I love the Egyptian goddess Bastet and Isis. Hi, I'm good, Purple Sky. How are you? And I've recently been called to and been dreaming and meditating. Hecate's been popping in, so that's a new one for me. So after the holiday and Sabbats are over, can I do more in-depth fairy videos? Sure. What would you like to see in these fairy videos? Tell me. I do videos of all my Monday offerings. And then I have videos on the little fairy door that I've made in my garden that's like a gateway, if you will, between their realm and ours to welcome them into our garden. And I can actually attach that into the description after the live feed is over if you like. I could attach some of my special little fairy videos. But that's a newer thing for me too. Just within the last 6 weeks, I've been putting out fae offerings. So that's been an exciting addition. Last Sunday, I don't know if you guys caught the channel, but I had Irene over and we were getting ready for some Samhain Sabbath exciting things, and we painted chicken's feet. These ones are sprayed kind of like a copper. Just facts about them, what types of things they like, etc. And yeah, definitely. I will start making some fairy videos on those very topics, absolutely. So we've got these chicken's feet, and chicken's feet are amazing for so many things. And funnily enough, I started making the chicken's feet, and then 2 days later, I purchased a book. And if you guys have been watching my channel, this is all you've seen lately. I purchased this book, and I've been realizing that it's used in so much folk magic and hoodoo work and root work and conjure. So it's funny that they just pop into my life because I was like, oh, that's going to be a really cool Sabbath, like, you know, thing to celebrate with and a charm to make during the new year for us. And learning how they're applying to all of that. So these ones are spray painted red. And actually, you guys, if you leave them just plain on the bottom, the difference between hoodoo and voodoo, I'll do a video on that. Because I need to be able to completely explain that properly. I know exactly what hoodoo is, but I need to be able to tell you exactly what voodoo is and the difference. So we'll definitely be making a video on that. So this is kind of the closest to what they look like when they're just dried, this color. It just gives kind of a sheen to it. And these took quite a long time to dry, even with just one coat. So know that. However, I didn't have them in a warm place. They were out in the garage. So let me get my basket of the other feet that we sprayed. I got 2 packages of chicken's feet from like a local grocer that was a specialty grocer, like a natural foods grocer, where they really do sell you everything because they're down with the natural methods. And so I got, each package had about like 15 feet, and I paid $4.50 for each packet. So we did some purple ones. And I've got a bunch of nail polishes here because you just paint the nails whatever color you want, if I can get up close. So the nails do get pretty detailed. We've done some kind of grayish ones. These are more like a metallic, I don't know, they look like duct tape almost. And we did up some lilac ones. I think these will be gorgeous. Really gorgeous. They need another coat, but I'm probably just going to leave them because spray painting was really, really harsh on my lungs. It gave me a headache for hours. So, I mean, I'll probably pull out the spray paint really like once a year or less. Oh, thank you, Miguel Martinez. My hair, I leave it natural. As you can see, there's a lot of loops in there, but I embrace it, and thank you for saying so. How are the chicken feet used and the different colors they are? Okay, right. So, in the very beginning of my videos, I started a color magic series where I went through all the different properties of the different colors. So, I'll try and link those videos in the description of this. There'll be quite a few videos down there if I link them all, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. But you would use the color magic to figure out how it would help you in your magic. For instance, let's just say this. Red is confidence and courage, increasing sexual energy, arousing passion, protection from attackers, protection from rape and domestic violence. So you could use this foot to represent any of those things. Now, if we were on to purple, you go to my purple color magic video and read all the color properties of purple. Okay? So that's how you would apply the different colored feet. And I hope that that explained that good enough for ya. Chicken feet are completely cleansing. So actually, if you took one that was not painted and you stood up, I've just been reading about this in this book, and I'm really happy to demonstrate it. So you stand up, and from the top of and you would take the bottom of the foot, just like it was petting you, okay? And you take it from the top of your head, and you brush all the way down your body to your feet, or as low as you can touch, and out and away from you. And you do this all over your body, out and away from you. Out and away from you. It'd be much easier if I was doing it on a client, out and away from them, but you can do it to yourself. Out and away from you. Hi, Barry. How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to speak with you. Out and away from you. Out and away from you. All the way around your body, okay? From the crown of your head to the bottom of your feet. That's why I say it's really good to have somebody else do this to you. So I'm going to start adding it into my practice. Thank you, Barry Miller. If that's your dog's very pretty. I've been making videos all day on Conjure, so I've had a really great day. Thank you for asking. Okay, so. Oh, so much going on in my head. So this book has just been inspiring so much into me, and then it fell in place with the chicken's feet, which I love. What else is going on? I got this new, like, really super beautiful squash that I just absolutely love. It's so quirky and, I don't know, great. It's just great. I love it. Loving this squash. It has, like, such a personality. It looks like a duck or something. Like, 2 eyes, a big old nose, and some arms, and it just kind of sits. It's great. So, I've got at least 6 of you here now, so I guess what I can do is talk about the questions I need and the help I need from you for future videos, because I'd really like to get input, right? How to infuse burbs into an oil? Do you mean herbs, Purple Sky? I can absolutely show you how to do some herb and, yeah. I will. And I talked about how I did a hibiscus oil, but I will definitely demonstrate that for you guys. I can get that video in after Samhain. Yeah, we all mess up. It's fine. No worries. All the mistakes just cause us laughs. I love it. Okay, sounds good. So here's what I want to ask you guys. This coming Wednesday, we're doing Witchcraft in the Kitchen, right? Every Wednesday we do it. But I want to do some special Sabbath Witchcraft in the Kitchen. And when I was reading through this book, you guys know that Scott Cunningham passed away, right? I believe it was something like 1993 or 5 or 7, somewhere around there. And he was in the process of writing a book that would have been so exciting to me. Let me just read this for you really quick, and then I'll look at all your comments. We are pleased to present a collection of recipes Scott had planned for a separate magical cookbook. Scott passed from his life before completing this magical cookbook, leaving the work unpublished. But now, in the beginnings of this cookbook, his cookbook, and his favorite recipes are here as a special feature. Delight in magical recipes ranging from love pie to sandwiches. The ones that we're going to be reading through are the Samhain recipes, though. The recipes are divided into chapters, But I just wanted to tell you that he died before he was able to finish that book, and that book would have been so epic, in my opinion. So, let's see. Jack-o'-lantern seeds. I think that this one will do either way, even if we don't make it Witchcraft in the Kitchen, because it'll just be part of me carving my pumpkin anyway. Or whatever I end up doing with it. I might end up making it into one of Scott's favorite wines. So the jack-o'-lantern seeds is the pumpkin, salt, and vegetable oil, optional. That's it. And you need an oven and some tools. And then so the other options are... So he likes a drunken pumpkin, and that is a pumpkin, apple cider, cranberry cocktail juice, ginger ale, and rum. For alcoholic beverages, he also likes a Madeira quick amatory drink with Madeira sugar cubes, orange curacao. Apricot brandy quick amatory drink. Mulled wine. Samhain cider. The Samhain cider has oranges, cloves, apple cider, ground cinnamon, nutmeg, cinnamon stick, orange juice. Witch's brew, crushed ice, rum, dark rum, orange curacao, sweet and sour, orange juice, pineapple juice, grenadine, pineapple wedges, maraschino cherries. Yeah, I don't know if I have the money to do all of that, but we could definitely do like that drunken pumpkin. I think that sounds really fun. And you can do that super inexpensive. We could probably do a whole drunken pumpkin if we use like a box of wine for maybe like $15 or something. I think this pumpkin cost me $4. So yeah, lots of options with that. He makes a tipsy pineapple from a whole pineapple and some light rum. That sounds really good. Flaming love, a whole pineapple, a half a cup of butter, a half a cup of brown sugar, and some rum. I think these are edible desserts, though. Mermaid's love, that's a fish dish. Fish fillet, butter, salt, pepper. Witch's Halloween pie. That's a savory dish. So yeah, like, what do you guys think that we should have for our next Wednesday Witchcraft in the Kitchen? I thought it'd be fun to pick together, and if you guys had ideas, like, you want me to recreate it for Witchcraft in the Kitchen, I certainly will. So if there's anything you guys ever want me to recreate for that, let me know. What should we talk about? Do you guys want me to look up any herbs for you right now? I could look up some herbs. We could do requests. I have all my books at my fingertips. I'm going to stay live as long as you guys keep me entertained, really. I can keep myself entertained doing videos, but I guess I'm more nervous sitting here. I'm trying to get at it. How am I doing? What else? What else? How's everybody been liking the Conjure series? Have you been watching it? The second conjure book that I'm going to read after you like the orange drink. Okay, awesome. We'll get the orange drink in there because I think that sounds good too. And oranges are right at the end of their season, and I would like to dry some orange skins. You're loving the Conjure series, keeping it so real. Thank you, Salinas. I'm so excited. I'm in love with the Conjure series, and it's really bringing out a darker side to me, but also making me understand why we have to justify everything. Good color associated with weight loss. I know that. I know it. What is it? Weight loss. I know a bunch of weight loss magical foods that are in this book. I can tell you weight loss herbs from this book. Weight loss color. Weight loss color. I would think black because you're banishing. So I like banishing addiction to food. Black would be excellent. And banishing evil. And I think that like the craving of gluttony is sometimes like evil forces or depression, or not evil forces, I'm saying that wrong. Negative energies, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Barry, you agree? Black? Oh, no, you're back. Got it. Weight loss. So black for banishing the addiction. Blue if you're a woman and it's weight loss that you're dealing with, but because blue deals with women. Healing the mind and the body would be orange, so you could use orange. Self-confidence, self-esteem is orange, so that would be good too. Okay. And then brown has the same qualities as black. So if you want to banish anything and you don't have black, brown is great too. Okay, so what else? Oh, and then white. If you don't have any of the colors and all you have is a white candle, white candles will cover all of the herbs and foods. White colors will cover all of the colors because white is completely pure and it can and then also black can represent any color. So if you only had black and white candles, you could still get your jobs done. Good to know, right? Okay, so weight loss herbs. Let me look those up. We're in this book here. I'm really thinking that I've seen it 100 times that in here there's weight loss. I know that there's foods. Oh, it's addiction. Because weight loss really is an addiction, you guys. You have an addiction to food. So there's a bunch of herbs for exorcism where you can exercise the addiction, right? Just get it away. And those would be things like angelica root, basil, clove, clover, cumin, devil's bit, which I've been trying to learn more about devil's bit. And what else? Frankincense for exorcism, juniper, lilac, leek, mistletoe, mullein, myrrh, nettle, onion, peach, peony, pepper, pine, rosemary, rue, sagebush, sandalwood, thistle, witchgrass, yarrow. Okay, so let's see what else. I think that promoting happiness would be helpful for weight loss, but I mean. So none are directly saying weight loss. My bad on that. But you just have to adapt it to what makes sense, right? Let's see. Wishes, right? Like if you want to get your wishes to come true. I think there's one for wishes. Wishes to manifest. If you wish to be thin, right? Okay, here's the wishes to manifest. Bamboo, beech, buckthorn, dandelion, dogwood, ginseng, grains of paradise, hazel, Job's tears, liquid amber, pomegranate, sage, sandalwood, sunflower. You could use that both in oil or the plant or the petal, the flowers. Tonka, violet, and walnut. So all of those are going to help manifest your wish of weight loss. There is, however, youth to maintain and regain. Like all these random things. Okay, so let's look at weight loss in kitchen magic. Weight loss in kitchen magic, you guys. How's everybody's night? Is everybody doing anything special to prepare for the Sabbath upcoming? Or the new moon tomorrow? What's everybody doing for the new moon tomorrow? I'd really like to hear about that. Weight loss, page 30, 81 through 82. Sometimes it takes a minute to look these up. I will get back to you in message form on those oh no, we're gonna find it. Weight purification, peace foods, weight loss. Okay, ready? It's chapter 30 in the book. Yeah, subliminals and tarot. We should all figure out something to do for the new moon. Maybe we should do a live feed tomorrow night. I'm off work. Should we do a live feed for the new moon tomorrow night? We could just even sit together for a while and just talk about like the benefits, what kind of spells would be beneficial during this time, all of that. Yes? Subliminals? Cool. If you don't say anything about the full moon, I would have missed it. Well, it's not a full moon purple sky, it's the new moon. But yes, and then in 2 weeks' time from tomorrow, it's going to be a full moon. Cool. Let's do a live feed tomorrow night. What time should we do it? I'm in Seattle, so if you guys are in the U.S., the time, let's just figure out a time right now. So, weight loss, chapter 30. The herbs and spices for weight loss are chickweed, dill, and fennel. Yeah, New Moon Blessed Water is awesome because it's good for so many different things. Rose quartz, yes, but don't put the rose quartz right in the water. You have to have it separated because it can ruin your stones and it can make it toxic to your water. So what you want to do is watch my videos on how to make full moon water. Taxidermy Witch, how to make full moon elixirs and full moon water. The elixirs is what you're doing with the stones, okay? Yeah, somebody throw out a time. I mean, once it gets dark, right? Because when it gets dark, it'll be the darkest. The new moon is when the moon's completely black. So maybe like... It'll definitely be dark at 9 p.m. my time, but I'm thinking that might be pretty late. I don't know. 9 p.m.? Oh, same time as today, 5? It won't be dark yet, though. You guys, it'll be dark by 8, though. Let me know if 8 p.m. Seattle time works for you guys. Because I definitely want to do it while it's dark. But we don't have to. We could do it before the moon got dark, too. Okay, so where was I at? I was talking about weight loss. The herbs, I said those. The vegetables are celery, chervil, chives, kelp, or all seaweeds, and onion. Weight loss foods, apple cider, grape juice, honey, pickles. Foods to avoid during weight loss. Fats, fried foods, salts, and sugars. Preparing and cooking weight loss foods. Awesome, thank you, good to know. I'll definitely check those videos. Yeah, because it could be dangerous if you ingest some of the toxins that, you know, they're beautiful and lovely in the stone, but if you drink them, they could be harmful to you, and you could ruin your crystal. Near Toronto, 3 hours ahead of me. So yeah, we'll do it at 8 p.m. my time. Let me know, you guys. Give me a thumbs up if 8 p.m. Seattle time works for you. If you're 3 hours ahead, that'd be 11 p.m. So if that's too late, then we'll just do it before the moon starts. Go Good. You got some chives today and you have things like kelp. Excellent. Okay, so here's another thing I want to say. Burn a yellow candle in the kitchen while cooking and eating to strengthen your conscious resolve. Do eat some sort of dessert, but make it one sweetened with fruit juice or honey. And once again, eat small portions. Would a 4-inch square piece of honey cake taste better than a 2-inch square piece? Of course not. Eat slowly. Chew thoroughly. Be aware of everything that you're putting into your mouth. That also helps with digestion, you guys. To not have the television on and actually look at your food, so important. And there's a word for it. I think it's called something simple like conscious eating. But it's where you're actually looking at your food, chewing it a lot of times, and then swallowing it, so you can get the most nutrient absorption. And also, if you're into weight loss and cleansing and stuff like that, look into mucoid plaque. I'm not going to talk about it on this live feed, but YouTube or Google it. And I really like the guy. His name is Rob Wild. R-A-W-B. Rob Wild. And his whole stuff, he will explain mucoid plaque to you and how there could be stuff in your intestines that's causing, that you could have 15 pounds of old food just sitting there and rotting and causing things like cancer, internal parasites. I mean, it's insane. They're like parasite nests. So look into that if you want to look into weight loss and cleansing. Also, I love Dr. Robert Morse, Morse. ND. He's a naturopathic doctor. What is what called? Subliminal and tarot. What is what called? Oh, it's called mucoid plaque. I'm going to try and spell it for you. M-U-C-O-I-D, mucoid, something like that. Mucoid plaque, plaque like your teeth. P-L-A-Q-U-E. Cool, yeah, look that up. And then the naturopath's name is Robert Morse. And Rob Wild trained under Robert Morse naturopath. So they're all on the same train. And he is so into herbs. Both of them are into herbs to take care of all of your problems in your body. Using surgeries as a last resort. Really things like that. They're into the raw foods diet. Take that as you will. If you still want to be a meat eater, just be aware of these things that can happen in your body from eating meat. Because they actually can sit there and spoil for years upon years. And that's scary to think of. Okay, so back to weight loss. What else can I say in this category? Do nothing but eat while you're... What? Yeah, do nothing but eat while you're eating. Don't read the paper, watch television, or perform any other activity. No phone, Sure, you can talk to the person on the other side of the table from you, but keep your meal times for eating and look at your food. Look at your bites. Be conscious of the size, A lot of people use chopsticks to eat less, and also that doesn't hurt your teeth if you bump into them with wood. And I actually have wooden cutlery. I don't know if you guys saw me eat that yogurt I made. I eat with wooden spoons and stuff a lot of the time. Yeah. Don't reward yourself with food. You want to break your emotional attachment to food. Whatever it is that's happening into your head, when you go on a diet and you start to not get hungry anymore because you're only eating on raw foods, you're limited to so few things that you just start not to taste anything kind of thing, or you just get over it. You get over fake food. And fake food causes so much trauma up here, I promise you, because once I got off it and back on it and off it, back on it, you can tell it's a freaking roller coaster of how you feel. And yeah, it is a financial burden, but if it's going to keep cancer at bay and those things away and dis-ease out of your body, then it's priceless. We may have more than one trips in these bodies, and we may be reincarnated and have many lives, but we've only got one this time. This is the only time I'm going to be Jennifer. This is the only time you're going to be you in this body. So if you want to make that last as long as you can and as little pain as you can, that's my suggestion. So yeah, look into benefits of raw foods, because it really does make you feel like $1 million. Okay, I think I'm going to close it off. Anybody have any last questions for me before I say goodbye? And then when I say goodbye, I'm probably going to be doing a section on Egyptology. And also, if you guys can answer a question for me while I still have 4 of you here. Is this making anyone uncomfortable when I'm talking about it in Conjure? And I would really like to hear your opinions on what I've been saying about the Bible and Conjure. So do you have any opinions that you could share with me? No? You should do a video on spells for colds and flus. Okay, so I have done, and I'll do some more. But I've also done a tincture, which I have right over here. Okay, so this is a tincture that Lady Gravedancer made on her channel. Anybody of any age can have it because the base is not alcohol, which I often make my tinctures out of, or glycerin. It is a Bragg's raw apple cider organic vinegar. And it has a probiotic in it, the mother. So it's got the mother probiotic in the Bragg's apple cider vinegar. You see this settlement at the bottom? That's natural. You just shake it up. But what I did to make this tincture, and all you do to keep sickness at bay throughout the whole cold and flu season, you take a small teaspoon of this every morning in a shot glass with water. Really, it just tastes like holiday pickle juice. Like, it tastes like clovey pickle juice. It tastes great, actually. I love it. What that is elderberries from my herb cabinet and echinacea from my herb cabinet. Pour Bragg's apple cider vinegar over that. Put it on my altar. Shake them twice a day for 3 months. Now I know you're going to say, yeah, but it's cold and flu season now. You can do it in a short time as 4 to 6 weeks, but it's just not going to. So I would make 2. I would make one now that you're going to do and have ready in 4 to 6 weeks, and then make one now that you're going to do for 3 months, okay? But I will do a video on spells to get rid of a cold. I absolutely will. I'm excited to do that. It doesn't matter that the Bible is used at all. Okay, cool. Hey, Brenda! I'll stay on for a while for you. I'm excited you're here. Yeah. I'm really excited to do a video on if you have the cold or flu, and I'll do some spell with some candle magic and some herbs and some petitions and law of attraction or some sigils. I mean, there's all these avenues of things that we can use, especially when we apply herbalism. And if you have got herbs and candles, or you've got candles or the outdoors at your discretion, then you can really do just about anything. Hey, Brenda, I was showing you guys these chicken's feet from last week. What do you think? I think they turned out pretty good. And also, you guys, I forgot, I wanted to show you these. If you're under like 18 or if you're easily offended, look away. Where are they? Okay. They're just, chickens have 4 fingers, so I had to use wire to hold them down, and then I put them in the dehydrator. This one's actually really good. They're so creepy. Look how creepy. So we're going to hang these in my car so that I don't have to do any road rage. The chickens can just do it for me. Oh yeah. Thank you, Purple. Do I have a bird? I noticed that. You guys want to see my bird? It's just a cage. Let me see if I can't show you. We had birds. We had like parakeets and lovebirds. But then we also have cats, and that just didn't work out because the birds were way too stressed with the cats. I've always wanted a parrot, though, one that could talk. Like, I felt like that would be such a cool thing. Apothecary and herbalist. But I do have 2 chinchillas, 5 cats, 1 Australian sugar glider, and 4 white peacocks that have been roaming my house for the last 4 weeks. They basically just live here. Let me see if I can show you one of my birds. These are taxidermy birds. This is a quail on a piece of wood. And then the other cage that I've got, let's see if I can't just lift you up really quick, is where I have my Edison bulb. So that sits above my desk and it's part of my lighting for my studio. An Australian pink cockatoo, yes. Oh, pit bulls, I love those. I've just never been a dog person. Like, ever since I was a teeny girl, it's just been kittens for me. Chin-chins, yes. Oh, chin-chins. Mine are named Steves and Beats from the show that's on Netflix. It's a British show called People Just Do Nothing. If you guys have not seen that, and if you like old, like, late 90s garage music, like UK garage, old school jungle, like, rave music, but not the house music, not the annoying stuff, like the drum and bass, the jungle, the like, you know, good stuff. Okay. Yeah, I love all animals too, except for mean dogs. I can't do mean dogs. They scare the bejesus out of me. I used to be a house cleaner. Who's breeding parakeets? That's awesome. Yay! We thought about breeding chinchillas for a while, but honestly, if they don't get along, they spray each other with urine, and that smells terrible. So even the 2 that we have, we had to make sure they got along. I know I have a zoo over here in my life. It's just how it is. It's because when I was little, my parents said, because my brothers were so allergic to everything, that we couldn't have any animals. But at least I grew up on a farm, so they were at least outside. Yeah, feral. Feral lady. Like, look. Let's see if we can get you guys up here. You guys have seen my cougar, right? I can never get in the same shot as the cougar. It's so sad. Because she's way up here. Her name is Effie. Oh, no, the metalsmith. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's Effie, my cougar, who came from my cousin. My cousin was hunting, and that cougar almost killed him. So his family ended up getting a bunch of meat that year, and then I asked if he would sell it to me and my family, and he was like, "Really? Are you sure?" He's like, "They're not cheap," and I'm like, "Well, is it like $2,000?" And he goes, "Oh, I'd sell it to you for $600." I was like, "We'll give you $8 minimum." And he was like, "Oh no," and so we ended up giving him $800 for it. I don't know if you guys know, but that cougar, we had it appraised for $4,900, and that was about 10 years ago. Or no, we've had it for 5 years. $4,900. Yes. Okay. So, any other recipes that we could do for Witchcraft in the Kitchen on Wednesday for Samhain? Like, we're going to do pumpkin seeds. We're going to do that. 2 drinks. We're probably going to do the pumpkin, drunken pumpkin, Scotty's favorite drunken pumpkin with red wine. And then we're going to do pumpkin seeds. And then we're going to do, the orange beverage that we talked about. What orange beverage was it? It was was it the Samhain cider, or was it yeah, I think it was the Samhain cider. 3 oranges, cloves, apple cider, cinnamon, nutmeg, cinnamon, and orange juice. So we'll do a Samhain cider non-alcoholic. We'll do a drunken pumpkin. And we'll do some pumpkin seeds. Yes, cider. Okay, perfect. Here's what you guys need to get for the Samhain cider. Or what you need to have. Can you see it? And for the drunken pumpkin, if you want to do that... Oh, no! Not my bookmark. to get that. And if you couldn't see any of the, it's backwards. Okay, I'll type the, I will type in the description the ingredients we need to get, okay? It's backwards. Of course it is. So, come back and check this video out and look in the description if you want to get the ingredients that you'll need. Okay, cool. But I'll just say them super quick. Drunken pumpkin, 1 pumpkin. Apple cider, doesn't say how much. Cranberry juice cocktail, ginger ale, and rum. The Samhain cider is 3 oranges, 3 teaspoon whole clove, 1 gallon apple cider, 1 teaspoon cinnamon ground, 1 teaspoon nutmeg ground, 1 cinnamon stick, and 1 cup of orange juice optional. The mulled wine, which I just saw Brenda, is 3 bottles of red wine. 3 oranges, 3 teaspoons cloves whole. 1 teaspoon cinnamon ground, 1 teaspoon nutmeg ground, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 cup orange juice optional. Well, I love ginger ale, so I'm really excited about that drunken pumpkin. And I know that ginger ale and cranberry juice go so good together, so I think, I mean, I don't even like rum. It's not something I never choose first. But I think with the pumpkin on the outside, it's just going to be something really fantastic. So, and then for the pumpkin seeds, all you need is the pumpkin, the seeds, salt, pepper, and, or salt and vegetable oil optional. So that's all we need, you guys. But I will, if I remember, type it in the description, but now I've said it aloud. So we'll see what happens. Where can you get my P.O. box? Okay, guys, my P.O. box, if you want to send me anything, it is P.O. Box 383, Seabeck, S-E-A-B-E-C-K, Washington, 98380. And you can just send it to Jen, and you can message me for my last name, okay? Because I kind of need to know you to tell you that. But, like, at the same time, you could put Jen the Taxidermy Witch. I just have to tell my postmaster that things will probably be coming under that name. So, yeah, let's just put it under Jen the Taxidermy Witch and to that P.O. box. So, anything you guys want me to show on my channel, like if you have an Etsy that has anything to do with witchcraft or crystals or anything that could even tie into witchcraft. And then anything that you could tie into witchcraft, right? If you want me to get it out there to you, I have almost 300 subscribers now. I know that I don't have a ton of people on my live feeds, but I do have quite a few people that do watch my videos and they check them out later on. So if you want to send me anything that you want me to show people, as you can see, I'm wearing Maggie's necklace from the Black Moon Coven, and she's got this amazing Etsy. And this is a bloodstone necklace, and I adore it. I've worn it like 3 times this week. What's a long, good preserver for tinctures? Oh, I'll tell you. Unfortunately, I can't touch any, alcohol. Glycerin. And I would like to run to this apothecary, turn this apothecary interest into a business one day. Okay, I support you so much. Honestly. But you're gonna, once you get to be able to handle alcohols, you're gonna you're gonna want to have 2 different kinds, okay? You're gonna want to have a grain alcohol because it's the best for tinctures, and then you have to do an alcohol that's gluten-free. So you're going to want to do like a very high proof vodka. But a vodka just can't get, as far as I understand, as strong as an Everclear gets. An Everclear is a grain alcohol. So if it's not alcohol, glycerin or Bragg's raw organic apple cider vinegar. Those are 2 things that you can use for tincture that is not an alcohol. Moonshine, yes, Brenda, and moonshine or Everclear. Any alcohol will work, you guys, but the higher proof alcohol, the more medicinal it becomes because it's a straight extractor. There's no additives to it. It's a higher refinement. Is that how it goes? I don't make alcohol, so I don't know. And I wish I had the label of the last bottle I bought because I put it in a new bottle. What sort of crystals can you use in water that you're able to drink? The only one I personally trust is moonstone, and that's like me having it in water for 2 minutes and taking it out. I've heard that both quartz, any kind of quartz, will break and dissipate, and the minerals can seep out and be poisonous to us in waters. Okay, Brenda says amethyst and quartz. I've read different. So, oh, and you say no selenite? No, selenite is this. It will fall apart in water for sure. You guys, seriously, let me just do a quick demonstration on what you can do if you don't have one of these bottles that has a glass separation between these, okay? You get some kind of glass that you can put in a bigger glass, right? So like, let's say you had a big glass bowl. Or, shoot, give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so like, check this out. Okay. The moonlight needs to come down and shine, be able to shine through, both through to the water and through to the crystals. Fill something up like a glass cup, a clear glass cup. I just happen to have a science beaker that I use for elixirs. So fill your stones in there, put the glass or the beaker inside of here, okay? Now, when you pour the water in to this, you can go all the way up to here, and you've got clear glass in between. So basically, you've made one of these from scratch. And if you didn't have this, you could just put a glass cup or a glass mason jar inside of a glass bowl. But I don't trust crystals touching water because I've personally known 2 or 3 incidences where friends have gotten sick. Where 2 were in the hospital, 2 of the 3. So that's just my opinion, and Brenda, if you have different experiences, I get it. It just is something that makes me nervous. Okay, so shungite. What's shungite? Balm for cleansing. Awesome. Pyrite selenite. Okay, some stones are toxic. Do your research. Exactly. Do your research, guys. And YouTube's a pretty good avenue. There's a lot of information on YouTube. But then there's a lot of people just putting them directly in water. So I would look into really, really good research by reputable sources. Okay, so what else are we talking about? Nobody's unsubscribing because I've been talking about the Bible. Thank you. Do you like this piece of... Oh, you can make moon water on a night that's not a full moon. Like, let's say... Because right now we're like so far away from the full moon, right? Because we're like, have more than 2 more weeks. Well, any night you want to, you can get a jar, like we just had or whatever, any jar. And you can put a moonstone, like you can take some ribbon and tie it to the outside of the jar. Or you can put some wire around this, like this. This is copper wire, which is part of my blood type since I'm Rh negative. It's the base of my blood. And then these are moonstones. And then you just bend them down so that the moonlight shines through the moonstone into the glass. And this is a moonstone elixir. Okay? So, everybody understanding? This is some like really wicked brandy bottle that I got from the thrift store. And cleaned out and cleansed heavily once I got it home. So, really enjoyed talking to you guys. I need to do Tesla. New moon is great too. No, new moon, we were talking about that, Brenda. How great the new moon is and how you can make new moon water. And what's your favorite part of the new moon, Brenda? And what kind of spells do you like to do during the new moon? Girl, you looking all Tesla there. I love Nikola Tesla, everyone. I love Nikola Tesla. Thomas Edison is not my favorite person historically. Like, I'll just say, I'm definitely on the Tesla side of that. Yep. So I'm going to say goodnight. Come watch me do some Egyptology. I've actually got like 3 more conjure videos to upload. It's insane. We're doing so much stuff. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to paint some of these nails on the chicken's feet. It's going to be great. Just going to show you little by little as I keep adding on to these and then do a video at the end. Have a really beautiful night, you guys, and thank you for joining me. It was really lovely talking to you, and I can't believe that we hung out for 50 minutes and I didn't have a friend next to me entertaining me. But I kind of like this better. Beginning grade 7 a couple years, been having fights with all kinds of my class. Me and my friends joke to make crystal elixir out of malachite and put it in a water bottle. Yeah. Alright, guys. All my love. See you soon. Comment on all my things so I know what I'm doing right. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night, right? For the new moon. I think what our final decision is going to be... Let's do it at 7 p.m. Seattle time. And we'll do it for like an hour until like 8 p.m. until the moon gets dark. So I will see you guys live tomorrow night at 7 for the new moon. Alright. See you then.